I mean,
Okay.
we
So
don't
you
get
just
paid. I can say this. We don't get paid either. So like I haven't consulted anything about salary from this at all.
right.
So yeah,
So
honestly, I
is
can't.
there a way where you get paid? Like, is there something in the contract that allows you to get paid in the future, or how does that work?
There's like, I'm not really. There's no mention of salary in the contract.
However, I don't think
Yeah.
OS has the player base for that to happen. At the
Exactly.
moment, it feels like Ground Zero is great, VC's good,
and then we're like, Kanga's probably equivalent to VC.
Got it. One Indian talent that you think can be good, or
I mean, oh my god, I was playing with him last night. Ducko is like God's gift to the earth. If only he wasn't 14. Like that guy is a demon. Yeah.
yeah, by the time he grows up,
One will be dead.
yeah, unless they take good care, man. They have to actually invest in the scene. Like otherwise, in 2 years, it's a GG's.
I think they need to just make an exemption for Ducko. Make the Ducko clause. Like, then you guys get your Indian representation, and he just wins a bunch of money. I think, yeah, he's okay.
Hello guys, this is Shine_MR now. I used to be Shine_Overwatch in the past. We are here today with a very special guest and probably one of the first guests of this. I think I'll probably try to do more of these podcasts as long as I get constant guests and constant like really talented individuals on our show. This is part 2 of the HOE-LAY podcast, and today we have with us none other than like one of the best tanks in our region, Mr. Donald himself. Hello, Mr. Donald.
Hey, Shine, thank you for having me. Wonderful to be
No
here.
problem, man. No problem. Tell the people who are watching this, like, what is your background, where you're from, and how did you end up in Marvel Rivals after all those years of, I mean, probably gaming, of course.
Yeah, cool. So, yeah, my name's Seth. I got a PC when I was 17. So I played a bunch of Overwatch on console and decided, hey, I want to like try and go pro in this. So, spent maybe 5 years or so. I was in contenders in OS and China, placed 5th in China, and then like top 3 in OS a couple of times. And then I also played Pokemon Unite when that first dropped. I won the first major tournament, got 10 grand there. And then, I mean, Rivals came out, and it was kind of Overwatch 3 basically, so I wanted to move over to that. And yeah, I had like played with my friends for the beta tournament and the season 0. But then I took it a bit more serious. Joined Kanga, won the first MRI, and then sadly only came 3rd in the more recent Ignite.
Right. When you say things like you gradually ended up in Marvel Rivals, right? Like it's not like a sudden appearance on the scene. So you've been on the scene for a really long time. So things like you played AUX China, did you mention?
Played Contenders China and OS.
China, China. Contenders China. Why not the OCE part? Like OC had a big.
I played OC in the beginning.
Okay.
But I don't know. I had a bit of a falling out with one of the better players, and it was very friendship based back then. So I don't know. And I still like at that point I still wanted to try really hard. Like I got one Overwatch League trial with Boston Uprising, and that was like I got completely destroyed. But like I wanted to try and reach that point, and I thought maybe going to China would be better than playing with like a mid-range OS team. But yeah, I mean.
But you had offers. You definitely had offers from other OC.
Oh yeah. I mean, I came back to OS after, and then we started Ord 3R, and then placed like 3rd and 4th on no scrims just with the boys. That was that was probably my peak Overwatch experience. Yeah.
So did you have any sponsors on board back then, like when you were playing for the OCE side of the?
Yeah, I played for Ground Zero Direwolves, so I got a bit of salary points and a bunch of free stuff. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So the thing with Australian esports is it has always been a point of what I feel is like it's my personal opinion. Look, the thing with Australian esports is or the OCE esports, like they don't have a specific region. Like their region is Asia most of the times.
Yeah.
And now with Rivals coming in, they have separated this part, at least for the MRI part of it. They have put it to an OCE region, right? Which is, again, when you ask me, it is not bad. I get it.
Yeah.
But do you think this kind of limits possibilities, one, where uh, it's a small region. You have it's a big country, but then again, if you look at the demographics of it, it's a small region, right?
Yeah.
Producing talent over there becomes again logically difficult because again it's a small region, whereas
Yeah.
in somewhere like NA is a big region, like big fucking region, lots of countries and
Yeah.
experience and stuff like that, right? In your OCE region, it becomes limited. So the part where it kind of is it comes to the light where if OCE is a separate region and they're not a part of maybe Asia or whatever,
Mhm.
do you think the system of players who keep coming up, they get limited, or or because the already established players like yourself, or the 6 teams or the 5 teams are always competing and are always at the top, they become like you have lesser challenges?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but if like in NA at any point, or even in Europe, right? Like VP didn't even
Right.
qualify for the LAN, even though they were the
Right,
best
right.
forever. I don't think
Yeah.
OS has the player base for that to happen. At the moment,
Exactly.
it feels like Ground Zero is great, VC is good, and then we're like, Kanga's probably equivalent to VC, and then
Yeah.
Bethany that came fourth, and everyone beyond that seemed to be like
Yeah.
nowhere near.
Yeah.
And I feel like individuals are good, but there's no real place for them to shine. Like I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's good that we have a slot, but yeah, obviously we're not going to be as good as the rest.
So do you think this reflects in the place where so for OC you have a slot and then you represent yourself on the highest stage, right?
Mhm.
Then at the highest stage, pardon me for saying, I'm not trying to be rude or anything,
No,
but
it's
when you
okay.
reach the highest stage, yeah, when you reach the highest stage, probably Kanga, right? Or maybe who qualified as first? Ground Zero.
Ground Zero.
Ground
Yeah.
Zero, right? So they go there and they get their ass beat
Yeah.
by probably whoever, like probably the one team from NA or the top seed from EU
Yeah.
or Korea or whatever, right? I am not trying to bring names or something, but whoever, if they get their ass beat, I don't want that. Like I always
Yeah, no,
am
neither
in
do I.
favor of people who are close to me and my own region and my stuff like that, right? Like again, you fall in the Asian region most of the times, so normally there is a biasness in my head. Like I prefer these teams to go ahead because these are the players I'm playing ranked with all the time. They're
Yeah, of course.
in my lobby and then stuff like that, right? So I would want them to do better. But again, if this idea of where you guys have your own slot, right, and then you go to the highest stage because of a default slot, right, and then you get your ass beat, right,
Yeah.
by whoever. Do you think this impacts you as a player? Because I don't want you to just hold the baton for everyone and just represent everyone when you say this. But again, for you, like if you see Ground Zero going there and just going 4-0, 3-0, like losing 3-0, 4-0
Yeah.
to whoever, does it impact you as a player, or does it demotivate you, or does it make you more motivated to try harder, or how does this system work for you?
It makes me upset, obviously, because there's a chance that OS gets dissolved into Asia, and we don't have this guaranteed one Australian team. Where I think having like representation from everywhere is important. But of course it impacts me. Like I lost to them. As no matter how hard I tried, like I'm not going to I'm not going to give excuses or anything. Like we lost.
Yeah.
And I mean, if they go and then they lose because for whatever reason, if they're just bad, if OS is just bad compared to the rest of the world, it's crushing, honestly. But at the same time, that sort of negative feeling makes me want to try harder and like build the super team that I know that OS can have. We can't have multiple powerhouse teams. We need to like lock it in, get the one to then compete with like second and third in Europe and America. Yeah.
So do you think if all the OC comes together, right? Everyone from OC comes together, you build just one team and that's it? Like, is that the end goal? Or
I mean, I feel like having the one best team, like of the six best players, is best for our like global standing. Sure, maybe not for like in region competitions, but I don't know. I just want to like be the best in the world, man. That's
be the best in the world. Exactly.
Yeah.
That is the end goal for every player who aspires to play pro. Like mediocrity in playing pro is somewhere, like anywhere you play, right? You need to at least that is where the only question that comes in from from the representation point of view. Yeah, you have got a representation, that is great. You're a good region, you have a decent performing individuals, and hence you ended up getting a representation, which is nice. It's a good thing to have. But again, representation doesn't really, get directly equated or converted into a results. And
Yeah.
that is where I feel, my personal feeling is that if certain regions, for example, like I just don't want to talk about OC here. Like look at the
Okay,
Indian
sure.
region. Like let's look at the Indian region, like South Asia, for example. It's a very decently sized region because again, 2 billion people. Come on, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a joke.
Massive.
It's like massive. It's like 1/3 of the world's population almost, right? It's a massive region with massive individuals from like from different spheres. Esports is still in a very budding stage. It has been here. It has been in this stage for a really long time now. They did not even include India in their fucking names. Like when you go to MRI and MRC section and you see the countries allowed, India,
Really?
Pakistan, Sri Lanka, they're not there.
They're not even in
They're
in
not.
Asia. Okay, that's bizarre.
No,
Okay.
yeah, they're not there, right? So what happens is, like again, when I look at the flip side of the coin, even if we are there, we get a representation, no matter how big, how small, right? Even if we're there in that small little Asian corner, we get a representation on the menu card of the game. The problem is with the Indian team or the Indian state here, or the South Asian. I can talk for the entire South Asia because
Sure.
I know the scene in and out. Maybe one or majority two teams can probably make it to top 10, that too in the Asian MRC. I'm not even talking about the MRI. Maybe
Yeah.
if they're lucky, they can get into MRI top 10, like the qualifiers, right? Maybe if they're lucky. I'm being completely honest. But in MRC, right? Again, like it'll be like really difficult for any Indian team to make it through to top 10. Leave aside getting a podium or something. So that is where I feel representation, having no representation is kind of better rather
Yeah,
than just
okay.
an Indian team just going there and getting trashed by someone like a Korean team or a post team and a European team or an NA team. So that is why I wanted to know your know-how on how you function when a representation happens, and then
Okay.
suddenly it just equates to you losing out on land to a Korean team or whoever. Right? I'm sure you guys practice hard and stuff like that, but again, the skill gap is something where I kind of ponder about, where is it necessary, is it fair? It's a very gray line, right? It's great to have representation. Again, we don't have representation. I keep emailing them, I keep asking them to include us and have a scene in the, at least in the local region, develop players. What are your ideas on player development, like talent development? Do you think there should be a system like Valorant, for example, has a big fucking ecosystem to develop tier 2 or tier 3 players? Like it's called the VCLSA, like at least in our region. I mean, every region has its own. It's called so what they do is they have a system where the teams from our South Asia can compete, and then top 1 top 2 makes it to LAN, and then there is some other qualifiers, and then they make it to the VCT or something like that, right?
Okay.
So at least they have a tier 2 ecosystem, a ladder where they can compete, and then eventually with time they can make it to, if they're good enough, they make it to VCT as a wildcard entry or whatever, like as a normal entry, but they do, like there is a ladder.
Okay.
What are your ideas? So in this entire system does include a player development scheme. There has to be an ecosystem that has to be created. Valorant is created by Chinese devs at the end of the day. Riot is owned by Tencent. It is somehow related to the Chinese people. Marvel Rivals, NetEase, again, it has to be somewhere around that same region. Do you think they can take a few pointers from them, or what are your ideas? I gave you all the gist of how it works in other games.
Sure.
What do you think about the player development system
I mean, the player development in this is it not just anyone can join MRC, and if you do well in MRC, then you get to qualify into the Ignite qualifiers, right? So that's people in Ignite couldn't play in MRC this last season,
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like that's their B league basically. I'm
Yeah.
thinking on it. So
Yeah.
by no means is it as awesome as like a full tournament with a LAN to then go move on to the big things. But there's something there at least. I don't hate it. Yeah.
Yeah, but then the prize pool and the backing from orgs, these are also kind of in the question, right? These becomes
Yeah.
a very big question as to like how do you balance the org part? Like even if there is talent, they don't know what to do with themselves, right?
Yeah.
Because they have no direction. So you're with Kanga now, like it's a good
Mhm.
reputable org in the Ost region. Like I've seen
Yep.
their bio and stuff. Like they've done stuff in the past in games like Rainbow Six and stuff like that. They've been there. They've been there. They have an idea how to conduct things. They have an idea how to at least manage people, talk to people,
Yeah.
get the best out of them, give them coaches or blah blah blah. Like the basic thing that is required in any sports structure, org structure. They have that. What about someone who doesn't have that, and they
Yeah.
they
Okay.
have the
So
potential
that's actually a great question, and I have a good example. Like the guys at Ground Zero, I played for them in other games. Obviously, they reached out to me asking about teams to pick up, and at the same time, I've got players. Players will come to the Kanga owner and be like, "Hey, do you know orgs?" And like orgs are super friendly. Org leaders talk to each other; they're all friends. Like they'll recommend a good team to someone else because the main thing that matters in the end is that Australia does well. Like even if it's not their org doing it. The fact that they're competing well with the org that is making it is still positive on them. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
So I mean, there is a unanimous like a support for each other where
Yeah.
you
100%.
guys push each other, to at least the representation, whoever is getting that spot. Like
if our competition within the country, I mean, not even if the competition with our own region is better, that makes us better too. No, I feel like that's
exactly. That gives you a certain kind of. It gives you a sense of backing, like okay, an Australian team is going. Maybe they'll, the devs or the whoever is in charge of the esports scene from Rivals, they'll look after our region more because for the longest, the APAC scene for Overwatch, like the Southeast Asian scene, it has been horrendous. Like the prize pool is like stupid. Like it's so bad. Like I can't even explain. Like it's just $500 for an entire 3 months. Of prize pool, like if you finish like bottom 6, bottom 7, and the one who wins is nowhere near to the one who wins the MRC. Like it's like 1/5 of whoever wins them, something like that. The ratio is like that. It's not a very big prize pool, so they don't look after the region at all. Like the devs don't give a shit about this region. If the devs don't give a shit about, why should the players? Like, what's the point?
Exactly.
They could just hop on to some other games, right, and see if there is potential there, or if they can improve there, or they can. The skills are honored more over there. Like they can get more return on their investment that they're putting, kind of like that. So, for example, if you see this team like XOXO, I don't know if you've heard about them.
Oh my god, they're awesome. I know. I love playing against them. They're all like they're bizarre players, man. They're so good. Yeah.
They're just so off meta, right? They don't do anything by the books and stuff like that. Maybe yes, occasionally they will play meta in there, but they have players who will just play whatever. Like you just saw in the last MRC, like not this one, but the one before this, like they got these, I think, Crazy Raccoon players or someone, or at least a few of them. Like they just took 3 maps of them, like by just playing Spider-Man Magic. Like it was awesome to see that. Like I saw Korean players banning Spider-Man and Magic for the first time. Like they were not even strong characters back then. Yeah. So the thing is, some of those players would have done well in Overwatch. Like you see us, they recruited a new player called Ace.
Oh yeah, that
he's
guy's the flex god. He's I know.
Exactly. He was from the Overwatch scene. He used to play a lot of Overwatches in the Oaks. He went to Korea and he kind of took a map from one of the top Korean teams, Falcons, I think.
Far out.
They're kind of good. They're not bad players, right? But the thing is, Overwatch did not respect them. Like did not respect the region that much. So if suppose I am NetEase, right, and I don't see you guys performing tournament after tournament, every tournament you guys get a representation, right, and you guys don't perform, right, you guys just get like beat in the first round or whatever, right, I would stop considering you giving you a slot and just give one extra slot to probably NA, right. So that is where I feel it's a it's a mutual thing. Like if you are getting something out of it, you need to return it back. So that is where the entire diaspora of Overwatch that came into Rivals, they all came expecting, okay, this is my time, this is my game, this is where I can do more, and achieve more, and get rewarded more. Because at the end of the day,
My
if
thoughts
I'm
exactly. Yeah.
exactly, what was your last game? Pokemon Unite, or just before this?
Yeah. Overwatch.
Or-
I went back to Overwatch after. Yeah. So
okay, and then from Overwatch you came here.
yeah.
What is that one big reason that drove you to come to Rivals? Just give me one reason.
I mean, the big start of being pro at the start of a game is where you can truly get the money and the influence, and then like the career is like what I found out.
So that gives you the most exposure.
That
The
gave me the
game is
motivation.
getting
Yeah.
So it's launching. Let's jump into the scene, be the best, and get the recognition. And nobody remembers who came second. Okay, we
Exactly.
don't care. Like we came first. We made our marks first, and let's build up on it. Kind of like it's a good habit. It's the same thing that we also had when we jumped into like Rivals. And till now, I don't think it has really disappointed us to the fact that India has no representation, and I don't like that. Kind of, I have mixed feelings about it. There is less amount of third party. Oh, okay, let's talk about this. What do you think about the third party tournaments? Because I come from a varied FPS background. I should play Call of Duty 4 Pro Mod, the first one, 2010 2011. That area, that part of time.
Sure.
We had LAN tournaments, just like just they used to flow like water. Like every like a month or two, like there is like $500, $600 US dollars tournaments happening, like in our city, in our country, wherever. It used to happen all the time, like maybe twice a month, maybe once a month. But it used to be regular, like Counter-Strike. Like if you go to any cafes or gaming cafes in India, someone or the other is hosting a Counter-Strike tournament, and it kind of creates a bigger player base.
Yeah.
Same, but when we jump to Overwatch, it lessened. There is zero. I played entire career and like 2 years of Overwatch 2, and then there was none. No tournaments, like zero. At least for the local region, like the Indian sub-region or whatever, zero. Exactly zero tournaments. Do you think Marvel Rivals can work there, or they're already doing it? What do you think about that part? Like, what are your ideas on that?
I feel like the lands were destroyed by COVID. To be honest, there's kind of been nothing after that. But there's a couple of Discords, I suppose, communities that get a bit of money from NetEase in hosts that run tournaments. No, never like anything beyond a couple grand. At like total prize pool.
For example,
what is it? I'm in the Discords. It's like
PGAX.
TGX was one of them. Yes. It's like the Nemesis guys. They run one. I feel like there's probably going to be one at PAX in October, but I don't know. There's nothing major by any means, and nothing that like you actually would travel as a team to go to, or
it doesn't really have to be like major, but like, do you think again like the consistency of it matters more, or do you prefer one tournament every 6 months has to have a good prize pool or something, but or it being spread out through 6 months, like 12 tournaments in 6 months, where you get like okay-ish prize pool, like okay, you can your meals will happen like with that prize pool.
I think more is better. I feel like people will stop playing the game and then come back 2 weeks before the tournament. So obviously they're not as good as they could have been if they kept playing, and those just more spaced out tournaments would be better for that. Yeah.
Sure. So these kind of games which are a bit graphics and processor intensive, like they actually draw a barrier. Like you can just pick up a mobile phone and play Counter-Strike basically, but like you can't do that same on Rivals, because I have. It's not a bad PC. Like it runs Overwatch on like 300 plus FPS.
Yeah.
But then again, when it comes to Rivals, I don't know. I think there is some a ghost living inside my PC that just says, "Don't run Rivals, please don't run Rivals." It just won't work. Like it just gives me like bare minimum FPS. I have to turn on frame generation or whatever, just to feel the sense of at least I'm in the game. So these kind of things, right? There is a technological barrier when it comes to like hosting lines, because not a lot of cafe will have that same capacity to run this game on 12 PCs. Like it requires a good initial investment. Now, when it comes to your OS region, how many LANs have you attended till now? Have you attended any?
I went to the one at TGX, which was it's the
In
Game
March.
Expo. It's a
In
yeah,
March.
it's a whole it's just an event, and they held like a tiny little thing in March. Yeah,
Right.
so that's just the one, and I mean my flights cost more than what the money would have been if I won.
Right.
You know, I
It
just
was kind
went to
of
hang out
it
with
was
friends, really. Yeah.
wasn't it like kind of a creator thing, like not a team based thing?
Oh
Like
yeah, you had to
creators.
have 3 streamers and then 3 people above GM. Like
Yeah.
it was yeah, the quality of teams were very low, and yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
competitive by any means.
Got it. Yeah. So
Mhm.
so those things, like those are the things that I did wanna touch when I wanted to do this with you, because a pro player's uh, pointers on these kind of things kind of makes a
Mhm.
difference at the end of the day. Somewhere at some point it does.
Sure.
um, is there something that you and your team, Kanga, right? Are you able to talk about your contract, like not the money part, like how long have you been associated with them, and how long is the contract for?
We're signed until the end of the year, and
Right.
this is like the second contract. We were signed for MRI and
Mhm.
MRC, and then signed again, re-signed for Ignite, and until the end of the year. Yeah.
So is it like a re-sign kind of thing, or is it like a tournament based thing, or is it just like okay, you sign from now to the end of
Yeah,
it?
it was
Does it?
it was tournament based. Yeah, so it was like from the time we signed it till the end of the tournament, and then the second one was a time based thing. Yeah, instead. So it's
So
just until
is
the 31st of
so
December.
is that for you or for everyone, or like in the, not in
Um,
the sense of not Kanga, like I'm just talking about the entire host region,
oh,
like
everybody.
players who get.
I actually have no idea. I don't know much of. I don't know anything about VC's contract, and I assume
Right.
GZ's is pretty similar. It's maybe tournament
Okay.
based. It's probably
Tournament
until the
based.
end of the year, because it's like if there's 2 tournaments, like Ignite isn't done yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably similar. Yeah.
Got it. So any tournaments in between that pops up, maybe a
Mhm.
LAN or maybe a third party tournament, because there, bro, I'm not even kidding when I say this. India has like 10 different tournaments of Valorant happening like every second month. It's a
That's
good
crazy.
prize
Okay.
pool, bro. Yeah, it's a crazy,
Yeah.
like crazy prize pool. Like the prize pools are like $4,000, $5,000, like all the time. They're
Oh,
happening all
wow.
the time, and yeah, it's a good amount. And thing is, it's not even LAN. It's just online. You don't have to travel. Like you can just sit and play. You have shit PC, you can still play. Like problem is not the winning part. The good thing is you're playing, right? So they have an audience engagement. They have their backing and stuff. The same with rivals. Like I want this game to grow and thrive as well. Um, so when it comes to pro player contracts and stuff like that,
Mhm.
how do you again? You if you want to not answer, you can always not answer. But again,
Okay. Yeah.
these are not.
I know.
Yeah. These are things where I want to touch for any player who's aspiring to get a contract in the future, because
Sure.
everyone just does want to get paid at the end of the day, right?
Mhm.
So how do you negotiate with them? What are your negotiating stuff like when you, okay, suppose I'm an org, right, and I approach you, okay, I'm gonna pay you like $400 per month or something like that,
Mhm.
for example. Let $400 be the number. What is your next statement? Like how do you negotiate with them? How do you educate them or on the scene, or they already know about the scene and then they approach you, or how does it work for at least people who are
Look,
close to you?
I probably don't have the best answer for this, to be honest. I sort of just
Right.
uh, like Kanga was pre-set up, and I sort of wanted to join them because they did well previously. That was
Right.
kind of it, and I mean,
Okay.
we
So
don't
you
get
just
paid. I can say this: we don't get paid either. So like, I haven't consulted anything about salary from this at all.
right.
So yeah,
So
honestly, I
is
can't
there a
help.
way where you get paid? Like, is there something in the contract that allows you to get paid in the future, or how does that work?
There's like, not really. There's no mention of salary in the contract or anything. No. There's like,
Right.
if we qualified for LAN, they would cover like boot camps and stuff, but no like
Got it.
direct money to us. No.
So there's no direct
Yeah.
money.
No.
Okay. Cool. The funny thing with my org that I was a part of
Mhm.
for 3 months, we had a pay.
Yep. Oh,
We had a
okay.
pay. Yeah. We got a decent PC to play the game on for 3 months. So we got a
Oh,
decent
cool.
PC.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we got paid, and then we moved on. We moved past that. Like in 3 months, a few of us were dropped, including me, and then they started looking when the other players wanted to stick to us. So everyone left, and now they're looking for another team. So it's a it's a good thing to for them to know on what to expect and what not to expect. Like you gave this uh, great idea or a great way to it's a good outlook because unless okay, for example, if Kanga Donald is not getting paid,
Mhm.
right? Why would Poop Butt 13, who's
Yeah.
probably like Celestial One Peak, wait till he gets paid, right? Again, like how much time do you devote uh, to the game?
Look, I mean, I work full time. So I
Like
mean, I can't
what job?
devote as
Are you
much as I'd
allowed to
like
talk
to.
about your job? What job did you, if
Yeah,
any
yeah.
question?
I work in like cardiology. I'm a remote monitoring, like the pacemaker device technician. Um.
Oh, so you're
So
full blown meditech, biotech kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
No,
yep.
that's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, so it's like every night, 4 hours
right,
minimum. That's scrims, and
right.
then I'll play ranked as well, and then that's pretty much all day weekends. Yeah.
So 4 hours of scrims, and
Mhm.
then another 4 hours of rank, or like how?
Oh, I mean, I get home at scrims. I mean, weekdays are probably 4 hours scrims, maybe 1 hour ranked normally.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably sort of
But don't
five
lie.
hours a
I
night.
see online. I see online in the morning. I see online in the
Oh,
morning.
well, on weekends, sure, and sometimes maybe if I'm sick or if it's like a public holiday, I'll be on all day, of course. Yeah, yeah,
Cool. So it's like 6 to 7 hours of rivals, and then full time work, right?
yeah.
What about
And yeah.
the social life balance? How do you manage that?
I've got a long time term partner that so like she's pretty much the only person I hang out with, really.
Right,
I maybe
right.
see my friends like once a month.
Once a
Yeah,
month?
yeah, probably.
Is that something? Is that something you chose or you molded into?
I don't know. I've never been the most like outgoing person, to be honest. But yeah, it's just
Okay.
whenever they have a thing going on, I'll show up. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, outgoing is a thing, but then a close group of friends or a friend circle is also something that,
Yeah.
I mean, depends, right? Like some people have that, some people don't have that. So did you like where you were connected to a lot of people and then you chose a career and then esports came along and then other things in life, responsibilities, girlfriend and partner and whatever came along? Or were you always like this?
Or, I mean, look, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but it's a bunch of like some bad stuff happened when I was like a young adult sort of thing, and I shut off
Right.
from a bunch of people. So it was my own choice normally. Yeah, but I think
It's,
it's
it's,
my own
it's,
choice.
your, it's, your, it's,
Yeah,
your, it's your own choice, right? Because
yeah.
there are a few. I know one guy comes to my mind when I speak about this, like from India only, like
Yeah.
very talented, like good player, right?
Mhm.
He has such a huge social life that
Yeah.
he can't balance it. Like there is no way he can balance it. But he's a good player. Like I've seen him play. He's a good
Yeah.
player. Uh, he's called Ricky. I don't know if you know him, but he's
Yeah.
like if he puts time in the game, he's okay.
Mhm.
He's okay at the game. But then every second week he's out for partying like for 5 days,
Yeah.
4 days. Like he always has this work holidays that he takes or he's granted or whatever, and then he parties hard and visits places, travels, and then he's back, and then you know the time that one player should give to getting better, that
Mhm.
decreases, right? It decreases. So
Yeah.
for you, it's very sorted because you have made a choice, you've stayed home, you
Yeah.
work, you have a stable partner, God bless, that they're very lucky to have one. um,
I know.
is a good thing. Again, after that, like, and then you have a decent amount of time support
Mhm.
also from your partner. I'm hoping she supports this entire venture of yours.
Oh, of course, yeah. She's wonderful. Yeah, she went through a bunch of health issues and stuff recently. So like I've supported her, and obviously she's supporting me as well. We're pretty,
Absolutely.
we're like this, man. She's perfect.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's great. That's too sweet. I love love stories, to be honest. Like,
yeah, they're the
it's great.
best.
It inspires people.
Mm.
When does your field also help, sir? Like, if someone gets sick, like, is your like because you're in the medical department, at least in the remote way,
Oh,
your tech.
yeah.
Do you get perks? No.
Yeah. I mean, I have my boss is a professor of like electrophysiology and cardiology. So if anyone I
Right.
know has any issues in that, straight to him. But
Oh,
yeah, no, my partner had kidney issues, and she's actually like 4 months post transplant now. So yeah,
oh,
nothing I know really like helped there.
oh, yeah.
Just some
Because
blood
it's the
pressure
different
medication.
parts of the
Yeah,
body. Yeah.
yeah,
Got it.
yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Cool. Again, like health insurance and stuff like that. I know it's a bit expensive when it goes to Australia.
Most all of our stuff is was through like public hospitals, man. Like it was effectively free for pretty much all of it.
It's free. Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like we wouldn't have been able to survive if it wasn't free. Yeah.
Got it. Like in India also, it's like we have like government funded hospital which is free, but again the conditions of the government hospital is not top tier, so you have to adjust in either conditions. If you go to private hospitals, it's probably like a bit cheaper, but then if you compare to NA, it's like nothing. Like when you go to NA for, if you have a root canal, you literally go bankrupt, kind of like that.
Yeah.
But in India, it's not that. It's a bit on the other side. So that's pretty nice. Like again, like you have a, you're pretty stable in your life, at least right now. And God bless you, and hope you be there for the longest, and then keep giving us the entertainment on the rival scene as long as we all exist and the game exists. Like it's a great feeling to look up to players, because I remember a few days ago we were wanting to know how to play mag a certain way, or how to play Magneto. Like, okay, what should we do here? What needs to be done here? Like, how does a mag incorporate into these comps? So we could always go to VP wards and then Sentinels wards and blah, blah, blah. Like those things are very far fetched to us, because we don't play in those servers, and what they do is none of our concern for now. The closest that we could get to a good mag player was we reached out to maybe your ward and we saw how you played, like at least for a small amount of time. And I think that's a mark of respect from us, that we do look up to how you are playing it. So we try to replicate it, or we try to incorporate it in some way or the other. So that is somewhere when we always look up to players. So it's good to have someone to look up to. If there is no one to look up to, like no one learns. You look up to someone else, you find out new ways, and these things kind of happen. So it's a good streamline kind of thing, where you have a reference. So it's good that you're a reference figure, at least in the community, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
For you being there. It's a thing. Like it happened. I'm not lying because it's an interview or something, but it did happen, and we did raise up a few questions on how to play or how to incorporate, and then we did bring up some names. Your name was one of them. And then we try to see how it works and how he does it, or something like that. I don't remember the exact, but yeah, that was it. Quickly moving on to some tournament-based questions, like strictly tournament views, nothing life-related. When it's a tournament, do you have a regime, or do you have a ritual, or do you have a superstition that you follow, or how does it work? You have a game in 2 hours. You have a game in 2 hours.
Again in 2 hours? Oh, okay. I'm playing ranked right now. I've probably gone to the toilet about 5 times. I've had maybe 2 or 3 monsters, and I'm just like just warming up, man. That's probably it. Yeah.
Are those monsters sugar free at least?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a big guy, but I need a lot of caffeine. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. So you get your energy stuff going on. You make sure you're not wanting to go to the loo while the game is up. So you visit like 4 or 5 times, and then you're just warming up in ranked. So that is your ritual. How do you treat your losses? Suppose you're playing. Who's your nearest opponents? Probably you're playing ground 0. You beat them, right? You beat them, right? Firstly, let's talk about when you win. You beat them in a scrim. It's a scrim I'm talking about, okay?
Yeah.
It's a scrim. You beat them. How do you react? What is your reaction in your camp? Like 6 players that you're playing. How do you react to win in a scrim?
I mean, personally, I don't know. It's neutral. I feel the same way winning or losing scrims, but it tends to be a lot of giggling and a lot of taking it less seriously when we are winning. Yeah.
How does your squad react to it? Like, are they all the same on the same page when they're winning? Or someone is like, "Fuck them, we won it, we did it, guys," or like,
I mean, there's one specific person that sounds exactly like what you've just done. Yes. I'd like to think I'm more of I'll freak out. I'll say more that, oh my god, we suck so much, to the fact that we lost to these guys. Like, they suck so bad. Like, where everyone needs to lock in. We're nothing really. That's kind of.
Got it.
I like to bring us down for sure. Yeah.
Do you wanna name the person, or let it be?
Oh yeah, I mean, just, everyone knows. Yeah, Skittles loves to get excited when he beats people that he thinks that they think they're better than him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of a revenge story, kind of.
Yeah.
I got it. It's a good thing to have, because for the longest, I think these 100T guys, they were called shit by Sentinels. Like, They constantly used to call them shit for the longest, and then they constantly kept losing to 100 Thieves for the next remainder of whatever was left till the MRI came or something. And they answered back, like Harvey and all said, like, oh, the Sentinels guy always, like, used to shit talk us, and now we're beating them constantly. What are they going to say about this again? They have nothing to say. So it's a good attitude to have, but again, like, at least till the point where you have it in control. And also, it's a personal experience of mine. Don't shit talk.
Yeah.
Maybe you can give it to your team. Don't shit talk if you can't take it back. If you can't take it back, like, okay, you're calling them pussies and you're calling them, okay, they're bad players, noobs, whatever, to whatever extent. Again, family friendly, of course.
Yes.
If you don't have the capacity to take it back when you lose, there's no point doing it, because you do it today, tomorrow they beat you, because they also tried, and then you become really low and depressed and anxious and oh, what the fuck, my world just broke. I'm getting shit talked by these guys, and so this kind of just doesn't really help your own cause. Like, be selfish in this sphere. At least that's what I have learned. So maybe you could incorporate. If you can't take it back, don't give it to them. This is what I've learned. Because
I think it's fine. I've been in the scene for so long. I mean, I used to shit talk, and I've been shit talked. But at this point, I don't care. After a loss, I go back to myself, and I think this is a team game. But like, if I played perfectly, if I hit 100% of my shots, I would have won that game. If I was the best player in the world, I would have won. So I just need to like work on myself, man. That's all I can do. I don't know. I don't care anymore, or like think too much about what other people are saying or doing or feeling. I think that's probably because I'm old now. I'm like weathered.
How old?
In the scene. I'm 24. I'm 24.
That's old.
Compared to this scene, it is pretty old. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like peaking as a man, bro. 31? Hey, I couldn't care. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, with experience comes a lot of maturity. I mean, that's pretty much evident when I speak to you. It's evident that you've obviously matured as a person and stuff like that. Tournaments. So you lost this MRI, right? You came third. Yes. I saw the game. I only got to saw the game against VC, where you lost a close 4-3. I think it was a 4-3, and someone of you kind of DC'd, right? Who DC'd?
Me, man. It was 2-2. Last map, 20 seconds off a full holding on Clintar. Like we got the first pick. I DC, and then Skittles gets headshot, and I don't come back for another minute and a half, and obviously they don't pause. So we lose the whole series.
Is pause allowed? Was a pause allowed?
Yes. Oh, I mean, they did. I don't know. Like there was no pause in the rule set, but they made it. They did a pause and they did a reset sooner and blah blah blah. So they went back on their own stuff, and it was kind of irritating. But
but you don't spawn at the same place where you died, right? You spawn back in the spawn, or do you just come where you were there?
Yeah, no. So I spawned in like the second point spawn, but I was just AFK there for a minute and a half, and they pushed halfway through second point. Yeah.
That was kind of crazy, like that happening. I saw that because I saw like the caster's point of view, and then later I talked to Daksu for a bit, and he said you kept banging through walls and you got DC and stuff like that. Like you were just hitting walls because you're DC and stuff, and that is why you lost and stuff. And then again, this brings me to a very interesting question again. The Australian internet. What's wrong with it? Like I am supposed to. I don't know.
I pay $110. I pay $110 a month, and I have gigabit internet. Like I'm trying. I've got the best I can get, and I still fucking disconnect. It's unbelievable.
$110.
Yeah, it was more. I don't know why it's gone down, but yeah, I get the best you can get, and I live in the middle of the city now as well. Like I used to live rural, so I blame it on that. But I don't know, man. Yeah, it's like Tony Abbott made us get
what's your speed like? What's your speed like?
Gigabit. It's like nearly 1,000 down. Yeah, it should be good.
Right. Yeah. I don't think speed was the issue. I think the connection was the issue. Speed cannot be the issue. Yeah, because
of course not.
We pay around in India. We pay around somewhere around $15 for for a 300 Mbps connection, which is more than
seriously. That's crazy good. Yeah, what? $15? Okay, unreal.
Yeah, just $15, not more than that. I was in the UK for 4 years, where we used to pay for the same connection. We had to pay like maybe $250, comparing to dollars, right? And then now we pay $15. So that's like, I don't know, like 8 times cheaper or something like that. So in India, things are cheap. It's stable. Like my internet does not just disappear. So we have that going to us. Like everything is cheap probably in India. Like if you compare the lifestyle and stuff like that, like one meal outside will cost you probably like $2 Australian, and you cannot eat anything more than that. Like
Yeah.
I mean, from not from very expensive place, but from a decent amount place. Like I think $2 to $3 to $4 to $5 is you can't spend more than that just to keep yourself full, and you can eat what you like in that $4 to $5. Not like you have to pick and choose.
Yep.
But yeah, things are cheaper in India. Technology is not cheap in India because we still have to buy the graphics cards and fucking processors at the same price, if not more. But yeah, these kind of amenities like internet and electricity, I think it's a bit on the cheaper side in India, so that kind of helps us a bit. But again, India is not there. Like it's not there in the state where Marvel Rivals just don't want to like see that we exist, right? But we
Yeah.
do exist. We have a very big player base. If you go to a Smurf account, don't take my word for it. Just take a Smurf account, unplaced account, start playing from bronze to celestial or eternity or wherever. Every lobby that you go, doesn't matter what rank you are, till you hit like mid celestial or whatever, even mid celestials, right? At this point, every lobby will have one plus Indians, and they're all different people. It's not the same people that's recurring.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
different.
Of course.
They have, you can understand by their accent and stuff like that. They're all, at least if not Indians, from South Asia. Like the accent is probably the same. Uh, but we still fail to grab that spot, or at least like the recognition. Okay, this region is eligible to play or whatever. Like I don't know if a full Indian team actually participates and then kind of qualifies to MRI, will they disqualify us? How does that work? Like, because we can play, right? Anyone can just log in and play, and when they check our passports and stuff, we are all Indian. What happens then? You just say fuck off. So that kind of is
No
is a
idea.
bit, yeah, it's a bit triggering. Also, it's a bit upsetting. So again, that being said, what do you think? I'll ask you a few like random questions about Rivals. Just answer. However, what's the best character that you play? Like, what's your most favorite character?
Well, I mean, I like Hulk
One.
and Cap. I like
One.
the melee tanks. One, yeah, Hulk. Hulk.
Just one. Hulk, right?
Okay, just
I
Hulk.
remember one day you were in my lobby and you did play Hulk. Yeah, I have that
Yep.
memory. So that's Hulk. Got it. Who's the best player that you want to look up to in your region?
In my region. I mean,
That is a reference point for you. Okay, how the fuck is he doing that kind of thing? Yeah?
okay. I mean, I've looked at how both Adam and Duep hit mag ults. That's probably it. I think they kind of.
Adam Duep.
Adam and Duep. Yeah,
Okay.
they're the other two big three of the mags. Yeah.
You gotta look them. Got it. Who's the best player apart from OC that you kind of look up to?
I mean, I'm not too in touch with like out of the country. I've watched a bit of Saipe. I know he plays support, but that's still like I watch him play Cloak and Dagger and he makes the game look so easy. So that's cool. Yeah.
Saipe. So you watch someone who's completely doesn't play your role, and you kind of are inspired by them. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like watching tank players. I get angry and think they're bad. Like not an ego thing, but it's just like these guys are more successful than me and I'm better. I would have done something differently.
Got it. Makes sense. So you just want to, when you're watching someone, you want to get entertained and at the same time feel overwhelmed. Okay, this guy is just making the game look easy, but he's not on my role, so it's fine. Like I don't have to judge him for if he's doing something wrong.
I watch supports or I watch DPS to see how like they lose to tanks as well. I think that's a big important thing. I feel knowing how the other characters work. Yeah.
Helps you in your playing your own character.
Indeed.
When you're playing against that character. Got it. One Indian talent that you think can be good or.
I mean, oh my god! I was playing with him last night. Ducko is like God's gift to the earth. If only he wasn't 14. Like that guy is a demon. Yeah.
Yeah. By the time he grows up,
he'll be dead.
Yeah, unless they take good care, man. They have to actually invest in the scene. Like otherwise, in 2 years, it's a GG's.
I think they need to just make an exemption for Ducko. Make the Ducko clause, like, because then you guys get your Indian representation, and he just wins a bunch of money. I think, he's the king.
Yeah, he has like at least 3 more years in juvenile, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. 16, 17, 18, something like that. I think they're allowed to play when they're past 16 at least. So he still has 2 years. Like that's a big deal. Yeah, I remember making an MRC team with him, like with him, Flicky, and everyone, like back in the day, like the
Okay.
first MRC or something. But
Yep.
then we realized that Dako can't play, and then we were all like, "Fuck! Like, how
I know
does
it's
that
not fair.
work? It's just not fair." But yeah, again, like, you have to play by the book. What can you do?
Mhm.
One one of your favorite dish. What do you like to eat?
Oh, favorite food? Oh, well, anything my missus cooks, man. Probably. I don't know. I like a nice steak. Steak and 3 veg. I'm a basic
Steak.
guy. Yep.
Okay, that's good. Do you hit the gym?
Yes. I started about a year ago. Yeah, had some good
How
progress.
many? How many days a week?
5. Probably an hour a day, five days a week. Yeah.
When does that incorporate? Before gaming? After work? Before work?
Yeah. So I'm pretty lucky. My house is 300 meters from work and 500 meters from the gym. So I'll walk home, get changed, and then walk to the gym, and then come back and play games until it's bedtime. Yeah,
Oh, that's great, man.
it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You have your own house, or like how does that work? Is it rented apartment or rented house?
I rent a 3-bedroom place with one of my best friends and my partner. Yeah, but we're moving
Okay.
soon. But yeah,
Got it.
a
And
house.
which part of Australia are you exactly from?
I'm in Adelaide, so South
Adelaide.
Australia. Yeah.
South Australia. Got it. Makes sense.
Mm.
One change that you think Marvel Rivals should bring to Rivals as soon as possible. Competitive Marvel Rivals. I don't care about the cosmetics.
I think they need to make another character strong enough to be first ban. Because Magneto gets banned every game, and that's not fun for me. That's kind of it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Is it
Or they
Emma?
change the ban.
Is it Emma, the other character that gets banned all the time?
Yeah, but I mean, against our team, it's always Mag because I think our Mag is stronger than our Emma. So I don't know.
Got
I
it.
just need like Wolverine or
everyone-
something to be unbearably OP. Yeah.
Yeah, Wolverine is
First ban.
unbearably OP right now. At least I feel like every
Yeah,
night game there's a Wolverine who's getting banned. But do you think they get banned in MRI as well, or?
We scrimmed Ground Zero yesterday, and no, Wolverine was like maybe third ban at one point, but like yeah, he's not that big of a deal. I don't think.
Do you guys play Wolverine?
Yes, Chronix is like his best character is Wolverine. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So the part where you decide if this character is best for you is you just through ranks, or like do you incorporate in scrims and see how it works?
Oh, I mean, we scrim more than we play ranked, like our team, or throughout the season at least. So it's definitely we'll like see what other people are winning on. You know, we'll like copy that comp and then change it like sparingly depending on which characters we're better at. But we're definitely more towards the following VP
So
type vibe.
how does your own squad, your own
Mhm.
team, determine which hero you should play? Is that gauge based on their performance in ranked, or do you just give someone a new character and say just perform on scrims and we'll see where it goes?
It's more so like here we want to run this and this. So like say we want to build a Punisher Storm comp.
Right.
We'll give it a shot. Like we'll depending on which tanks are banned, we'll see it. We'll put me on Emma and text you on Groot, right? And then if I individually don't perform on Emma, then we'll swap Texie to the Emma, and then I can play like Captain America or something. So we'll sort of just do substitutions, I suppose. A lot of trial and error. Yeah.
And DPS mostly don't get like target banned or something. Like mostly, I'm not saying like they don't, but they do get banned. So for example, Chronix, right? You said his best character is Wolverine, right? Good, that's good for him. But what is the gauge? Like, is the gauge because he performed well in ranked, or is the gauge because he performed well in scrims? Or
It's because he performs well in scrims. Yeah, scrims.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scrims. So scrims is the gauge. So rank doesn't mean a lot to you guys, or how do you take it?
Oh, I mean, not really. I mean, it's kind of just extra practice, I guess. Like we don't really think, oh, okay, this guy finished top 500, so he's better than this other person. You know? Yeah.
That's it. That's about it. Right. One character that you think you should play but you don't play. You don't play at all.
I don't know. Maybe Wolverine. I think. Yeah, I can play all the tanks, and I can play the majority of the supports. But if we had to, if at any point like a triple DPS comp became good, you know, like I feel like I need to learn maybe that because I can play like Hela to like a basic level, but that's kind of it.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know, wall or something like flexible like that. It's probably more like it. Yeah.
Got it. So that is the one hero that you think you can play, but you never play.
Yeah. Never touch him. I feel like I could, but just having the chance to pick him up. Yeah.
Got it. Is it because Chronix is taking up your spot?
I don't know. Texi just locks full faster than me when we run solo tank. I think that's what it is.
Okay, makes sense. One advice to anyone wanting to go pro.
Okay.
In
Look at
rivals,
yourself.
I don't care
In
about.
rivals?
I don't care about.
Yeah. Okay, it's yourself and yourself alone is the only person you can blame. Like my partner, she tries to play the game. She hit Jam 3, yeah, pretty good. But like every game she will blame her team, and if she goes on a loss streak, it's always everybody else. And it just irks me to the core because you are the only person you have any control over. Like, sure, you can come perfectly, but sometimes people don't listen. It's just work on your own gameplay. Figure out how to peel for people. Figure out how to get those solo kills and make those plays, man. Like, that's constantly what I'm thinking about. You'll see in our games, even when I'm losing, like I'll get a one-shot combo, right click, left click, right click, whatever it is, on mag, and we'll still lose the fight, and I'll look crushed because it's just like, I did my thing. But yeah, again, it's just on you. It's literally just on you.
Got it. Like self-improvement. Like look on what you are doing.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
One advice to someone, but on the negative side, like, okay, this is one thing that you should not do.
Okay. You should not one trick. And you should not be a meta slave either. I feel like picking unorthodox stuff is partly part of why XOXO succeeded so well. Part of why Burberb had to be one EU. They're not playing front to back normal garbage. They're running the more fun, the more like skill intensive. No one's got the practice against that. Like that's why I love to just lock Hulk or Cap because people can't like react to it, man. If they've got a bad player on the team, like abuse that. Like that's a go.
Got it. So don't one trick and don't be a meta slave. Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Any final words? I just want to, it's been fun interacting with you. It's been so interactive because we've been back and forth. Final message to people who would watch this podcast or interview or discussion, whatever. Anything that you want to say to, your fans, whoever they are, wherever in the world they are, how they want to, see yourself and Kanga till the time you're associated with Kanga at least. Like, what is your promise or something that you would want to deliver, and what are your short-term and long-term goals in Rivals?
Okay, so look, I'm here for the long run, man. I'm going to this next LAN. Like, stay tuned, keep watching Kanga, but more specifically, keep watching me. Because look, if I get the opportunity to jump ship and it's better, it's happening. I don't care about relationships or feelings or any of this stuff to do with these online people. I just want to win. And I'm going to LAN and I'm going to beat, like these people that have been like looking down on us the whole time. And I'm going to stand up next to them and I'm going to tower over them. And I'm just it's like trust. I'll be a good watch. Just follow along.
Australia is here.
Australia is here. Oh, Donald's here. I don't care about Australia. Donald's here. Yeah.
Donald's here. Yeah, but with the Australian flag though, like don't forget that because that's what you are. That's what we all are.
I don't know. I'm not the most patriarchal kind of guy. I don't like open the word patriotic. There you go. Patriotic. I just want to patriotic. I just want to win. That's it.
You
not for my country, but for me.
No means nothing, but you just want to win. Like, no matter if you're playing for an NA team, U team, or whatever, but you want to win. I think that's a good attitude to have, man, and that will be my cue, and that will be your cue as well. Thank you so much for getting connected to me, and I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the conversation you've given me. Some really good lines and some really good hooks on how a player can develop, how an org works and stuff like that, at least for your own basic sense. And I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for this one and a half or whatever hours you gave me. I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me, mate. It was great.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much. I'll be looking forward to your games and your tournaments, and then try to learn the thing a bit too, because I don't think my hero pools and your hero pools match, because I'm just the other side of whatever you play. Like, you play Mag, I play Strange, you play Hulk, I play Thing, so it's always the other one. So maybe I'll not pick up a lot of things, but I'll still kind of try to incorporate a
Yeah,
basic
I'm a bit of a demon on the
things in-
strange. I can help you out if you need. Yeah, but no, if
Yeah,
you actually
sure.
if you actually want some mag comps or anything, like help with any of that, just
Yeah.
let me know, man. I'm more than happy to
Yeah.
pop in and yeah,
Cool.
say
That'll
anything.
help at least not me, then it'll help the players who keep
Yeah,
asking.
yeah,
So that
anybody
way-
ever. Like I love to help out. Yeah.
Cool.
That's good.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the help
course.
and everything else. Thank you for this, and that's it, guys. That's it. That is me and Donald signing off from HOELAY Podcast Part 2. And I hope you liked it. If you did like it, do comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next one.